Hey, Bradesky, tell Fo Nubs I challenge him to a handball match. Let's see who can juggle better in a real way. Hey, you see what happens, Bradesky, when you do the devil's work?
What's good, y'all? It's your boy, the Answer Man. Y'all remember Aaron the Plumber and 4XTRA'S was supposed to have a celebrity boxing. Aaron claimed there was some funny business. He backed out. Now with this happening, he going all in. Let's get to it.
I doing you, dog. We finally doing it.
It been a lot going on, man.
Hey, bro. I'm glad we able to do this, Wack.
Yeah, bro. It been a lot going on, bro.
Bro, it's a lot of going on, and it's a lot of that needs to be addressed. You know, I was supposed to be on No Jumper on Monday, but I couldn't go. And I'm glad me and you able to get on, because like you said, it's a lot going on. Some that gotta be addressed.
Bro,
So
listen,
you want me to get on? Hey,
I'm gonna be real.
Listen,
we gotta clear up. We got it, bro. Listen,
I'm listening.
With nephew, first they say it was what they talking about. It was in the car.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me.
It's out there now. So
let me get off. So yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it was that. It was that he was in a car. I ain't gonna even bring up.
And he was in the passenger seat.
Mm-hmm.
So
wait, was he in the passenger seat? Or he? Yeah, he was. He was with one of the homies. And you know what the thing about it is? 2 days before that, we all hanging out, and the homie who got injured during the man, he was having it reminded me of when I was young. Like, I'm sitting in a Verizon store, next thing you know, felt like somebody poured water over me. It was the homie jumping out the car with the big super soaker, just wet people, just having natural fun. And he all f***ed up now, and it's just
okay, well listen, I'm trying to understand this, right?
Yeah.
If he driving,
boom,
4XTRA in the passenger seat,
boom,
4XTRA's right hand, so he tried to throw it
out the window,
driver's side window.
From what I'm hearing, that's what you know.
Because the other dude got messed up on one side.
Sure did.
So what did it do? Did it bounce back in?
It never went out.
It never went out.
It never went out the window.
Which made it worse because now the blast is contained.
It's right next to you. And not only that, you're in a car, so you in the
car. The blast is
contained in the impact.
Yeah,
you got the roof. But one thing I want to get on, Wack, and I gotta say this, bro. It's a lot of goofy on the internet, and I think these goofy.
But see, you gotta remember, bro, and this is why, even with dudes I don't like, when stuff happened to them like this, I don't say nothing because you never know, bro. We ride motorcycles, we drive cars, we do things. You never know when something gonna happen. And Munchie B, they ride Munchie B, and I don't really deal with Munchie B.
No.
But I think people are missing that Munchie B never forgot the stories that was told about a few of his people, and I don't think 4XTRA'S was thinking about it. But when
but Wack, if you go into any of the history of XTRA online, you will never find XTRA even speaking up on Munchie. Never.
One time.
When?
The most recent. And I don't think 4XTRA'S was really thinking about what he said when he jumped up. When he jumped up on 607 Unc, he said, "I ain't Munchie B or one of them."
Yeah,
Munchie.
Because remember a week before that.
No, I get it. No.
Unc said the SLOB word.
No, I get it. But you got to remember, Munchie gonna hear that his way.
You right.
So, I think, it was honorable Jap, because Jap had all right to go in.
Oh, he absolutely did. And you got to get
Jap
him thumbs
probably
up for
understands that, things can happen in life. Not if you say something, somebody gonna trip, but just
they do.
Things happen, bro.
But Wack, look at when I'm talking about these weird, goofy. I really didn't have nothing really to say about Munchie, but I'm telling you like this, and this is I'm going nuclear. Aaron, I don't get who do goofy, but that don't understand that it's goofy. So this is directed directly to Aaron the plumber. Aaron the plumber. That I know he apologized, but that whole
Nah, but
did
that
man, that's
apology don't mean
goofy
that.
nigga shit.
That's just because somebody got on it.
I don't care. They still goofy. Like certain you should know it's goofy, even if it brings you views. See, these more concerned about views than being men. And like that right there is you joking, and then you got niggas making songs and like, bro, I'm gonna tell you, cause you know Wack, like I'm coming from not a fan perspective, not no that's making money off this. I'm coming from like a family point. Like this is somebody you see me with oh what happened? You see
Yeah,
me with whether it's on camera or not. Like this is my folks. So I'm
yeah.
coming from a different point. I'm coming from a different angle. So when I say these things, you got to realize it's
But
coming
see,
from
here go
that
the
angle.
thing, bro. When you, like I said, if this would have been 2 years ago, a year ago, the world wouldn't even know about it. But when you
Right.
when you cross into that realm of social media, you're gonna gain some fans and you're gonna gain some haters. I don't even
No,
call them enemies.
we get that part.
I don't
We
even
get
call
that
them
part.
enemies because they don't know you to really be an enemy. You know what I'm
I
saying?
get that part, but I'm still
But
gonna call it a goofy when he a goofy. So Aaron the plumber, that's what he did was beyond goofy because one, he the one that backed out of the celebrity boxing match with that. So to be like, now I'm calling you out. First of all, you already had the opportunity to, but you lied and said he was threatening you in your DMs. That's what's not true. I
yeah, I
was
wasn't.
with the day we went to the zoo. I'm in the car with 4XTRA, and I'm asking him about the fight. He's like, man, we might have to cancel it. And I'm like, why? He like, this nigga talking about the homies is in his DM threatening his life. And he spoke up on one specific homie who we picked up. And I'm like, bro, did you really get it? He said that's bullshit. Nobody in that DM's threatening him. That's just scared. So that's when I knew, oh, this nigga's a pop star. He bullshit. Yeah,
You know,
nigga, come on, man. You come on, you on that Bieber. Like, come get out of here. You gonna make and then now after the incident happened with the homie, now you wanna make joke. And like this to me is goofy. I just think it's weirdo. It's weird. And then you got I don't know. It's just a terrible situation, bro. I hate that shit happened, but I also hate this internet where feel like they can get off now. It's like
all they
y'all
gonna
niggas
do
are
that, bro.
weird.
Listen, I tell people, I've been dealing with it longer than anybody.
You
You know what I'm
have,
saying?
and they be on your
Academics, people like that, Vlad. We've been dealing with Vlad probably the longest, right?
right.
It's kind of like you hear it, and then only thing he can do, only thing 4X could do is
Mash.
to reinvent, just add to what he was. Like,
Exactly.
'cause, I thought about it, right? I totally forgot my grandfather.
Uh-huh.
Always, since I was born,
Uh-huh.
he's always only had this in his thumb.
Oh,
I didn't even,
son.
but listen, he worked on cars, he was a painter, he used to paint buildings, but I never sit back the other day, I said, dang, my grandfather, all he had was his thumb and his knuckle line, but he would come get me from school, he drove, uh, he fixed things around the house, so it's kind of like, and these days, they got other things, prosthetic things, other
Bro,
things
listen.
where, yeah, he gonna be able to tap into. Psychologically, it's a lot, being an able body, being who he is, and just can't do what he used to do. But I think within time, especially with him, he too cocky to lay down. You know what
And
I'm
like,
saying?
look, like I've been telling everybody, I got on the phone with a few of my cousins from down the block on Slauson, and one of them was like, "Bro, I think it's over for your boy." And I said, "Actually, this is gonna make him bigger because one,
Yeah.
you got people who never spoke on him that probably knew of him but never mentioned him speaking on him now. The other day, Kevin
He
Gates was
was
at
on
the
he was
at the
on the
at the
news, and The nigga
Bro,
was on the
you
news
had
and
Lamar Jackson, an NFL MVP, tweet out, damn, 4XTRA blew off his hand. Y'all be safe out there. We talking about one of the biggest athletes in the world. So, like, yeah, it happened. And like you said, it's time for him to reinvent himself. It reminds me of when the DOC got into the car accident. That
yeah,
nigga lost his voice. So it's like,
yeah,
damn, what's the... Not only did he stay down, he wrote half the doggy style. He wrote half of, so he reinvented himself as a writer. So now DOC still with, but without his voice. So 4XTRA might not be able to squab and do all that anymore. But now he's gonna be one of the biggest guests on people's podcasts and on his own.
All right, y'all, there it is, man. Y'all already know my stance on this. It really is goofy, like my man was saying. But what I'd be amazed by is there's still a lot of dudes who do not be on the internet, who do not know the inner workings, that try to intermingle reality with the internet. They only cross every so often. It's fantasy, it's virtual until you outside. And those rules don't apply until everybody meet up. So all this trolling and all this, you know this gonna happen. Very predictable, and especially if you've gone at people and you've made some quote unquote virtual enemies. You know what I mean? But I don't know how these people sleep at night personally. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. And but I do think they made a fair point in that 4XTRA may be able to turn this into something bigger, because if Lamar Jackson is tweeting and he's blowing up the internet, no pun intended, for real, it just shows you that attention is the new currency, and can he convert it to some even in the wake of this tragedy, you know? So anyway, we'll see, man. We'll keep you posted. Till next time, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, man. We out.